The NIH has said that the rosiest possible scenario is a distributable vaccine in 2021. If you are elected president of the United States, that'll be your responsibility and your administration's responsibility to distribute that. How will you get that done? What are the plans in your first 100 days to make sure the American people have what they need and can get any vaccine or any treatment that might be available?
Well, there's a couple things, and that's the exact great question to ask in my view. You know, Trump has finally appointed some people to lead the effort about getting the vaccine, but it's much too little, much too late on PPE, on the issue of testing, on guidance for reopening, and we definitely can't afford too little, too late in the vaccine. So here's what I would do. One, we have to make the investment we need here at home, but it also means working with the rest of the world. The United States of America being absent from the global vaccine summit, and that we didn't even show up at it. Our allies are working on a vaccine in places like Oxford in England. They can help make a breakthrough possibly. We should be able to take advantage of that and be with them. So here's what I'd be doing. One, if I were president today, I would have a full strategy that includes three key pieces. And I've talked about this a lot. One, I'd appropriate $25 billion from Congress to scale up manufacturing so there's no delay once the vaccine is found. You got to scale up the capacity to produce the vaccine. Secondly, I'd work with our allies and partners around the world so we have the access if we need the vaccine, if it emerges somewhere else. And thirdly, I'd develop a plan now for distribution by making sure it gets everywhere in America, urban, rural, and everywhere around the world. Because the truth of the matter is, even if we take care of everything at home, it can still come back through other sources throughout the world in terms of travel.
The race to find a cure for COVID-19 continues this evening at a rate that is now alarming doctors. The FDA announces it may soon authorize a vaccine before clinical trials are even complete. Marcelina Benito has a look at why some researchers and doctors think this is an awful idea.
Mia, the FDA's new willingness to fast-track and approve a COVID-19 vaccine before those phase 3 trials are completed is raising a lot of red flags for experts. Researchers here in Houston and across the country warn that would be a very bad idea.
I'm very worried about that emergency use authorization because it's been tainted.
Dr. Peter Hotez and his team at Baylor College of Medicine working on their own COVID-19 vaccine. He's had dozens of vaccines approved and rolled out through his career, but never with an emergency authorization.
It's a lower quality review. It's a substandard review, and I don't think we need to do it.
The White House has been hoping for a vaccine by Election Day. The FDA now says it would consider approving one for emergency use before pivotal phase 3 trials are complete.
I don't see how we collect that data before the end of this year.
Hotez fears fast-tracking a vaccine and cutting corners with an EUA will make an already skeptical population much more hesitant to a COVID-19 vaccine.
I worry if we do this through the EUA mechanism that the American people won't accept it, that they'll be very hesitant to accept COVID-19 vaccines.
The Trump administration said that it will not work with an international cooperative effort to develop and distribute a COVID-19 vaccine because it does not want to be constrained by multilateral groups like the World Health Organization. The decision to go it alone follows the White House's decision in early July to pull the United States out of the WHO. Trump claims the WHO is in need of reform and is heavily influenced by China.